Hi, I'm Leia Butler, and I'm a realtor with Samson Properties in Maryland. Thank you for joining me for our very first conversation. If you're expecting a channel filled with home tours and market hype or advice about whether today is the perfect day to buy or sell, you're in the wrong place. This series is about something much more important. Every week, we'll talk about the moments in life that lead families to make some of the biggest real estate decisions they'll ever face. My goal isn't to tell you what to do. My goal is to help you ask the right questions before making those decisions. Because when families have better information, they make better decisions. Let's begin. One of life's major transitions or life events is having a growing family. Most people don't move because they dislike their house. They move because life no longer fits inside it. A new baby arrives and the children need more bedrooms. Suddenly, the house that once felt perfect feels much too small. These are exciting moments, but they also bring important decisions about timing, finances, and finding a home that supports your family's next chapter. And then those same babies, they grow up and they leave the home, and then something unexpected happens. That same home that once felt full of activity becomes quiet. Parents begin asking whether they really need all the space they've spent years maintaining. Downsizing isn't about giving something up. Sometimes it's about creating room for a new chapter filled with greater flexibility and freedom. And then comes a time where many families eventually face one of the hardest conversations they'll ever have. Is mom safe living alone? Can dad continue maintaining the house? Would moving closer to family improve their quality of life? These aren't simply real estate decisions. They're deeply personal family decisions that deserve thoughtful planning. Don't forget about retirement. Retirement often changes much more than a work schedule. It changes priorities. Some people dream of traveling. Others want a smaller home with less maintenance. Others want nothing more than to remain exactly where they are. Every family's goals are different, and the right housing decision should support those goals. Sometimes life changes in ways we never expected. Divorce often brings emotional and financial uncertainty. The family home represents far more than property. It represents memories and stability and a future that now looks different. These decisions deserve patience, clear information, and careful planning. Perhaps no life transition is more difficult than losing someone we love. During a time of grief, families often find themselves trying to understand legal documents and financial responsibilities and what should happen to the home. These decisions should never feel rushed. Having the right information and the right professionals around you can make an overwhelming situation feel much more manageable. And sometimes, a passing of a loved one can mean an inherited home, which can represent cherished memories and opportunity and responsibility, and sometimes differing opinions within a family. Should the property be sold, kept, rented, renovated? There isn't one answer that fits every family. Understanding your options before making a decision can help you move forward with confidence. If you've noticed something about today's conversation, every one of these situations began with life, not real estate. Real estate simply became part of the story. That's why I believe buying and selling homes isn't really about houses. It's about helping people navigate change. Whether you're planning for the future or facing an unexpected transition today, taking time to understand your options is one of the best decisions you can make. Before our next conversation, I'd like to leave you with one question. If life unexpectedly changed tomorrow, would your family know your wishes for your home? I'm Leia Butler. Thank you for joining me for this conversation. I'll see you at our next one. Next week on Conversations with Leia, we'll talk about one of the most difficult situations a family can face. When someone passes away, what happens to the home? We'll discuss some of the questions families commonly face, explore common misconceptions, and explain why slowing down before making these decisions can make all the difference. I hope you'll join me for conversation 2. If you found this video helpful, I'd love to stay connected. My contact information is in the description below. Feel free to reach out with your real estate questions, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more videos.